You step through a blinding light. When your eyes open, you're standing inside a magnificent marble hall. Before you, on a golden throne, sits the man who once ruled the known world, Julius Caesar. Guards draw their swords, forming a circle around you. "Who dares enter unannounced?" they shout. You raise your hands. "Wait, I'm not an enemy." Caesar stands, raising a hand.
No one touch him.
But one guard, overcome by rage, ignores the command. He lifts his sword and charges. In panic, you pull out the pistol at your side and fire. The guard collapses. Silence falls. No Roman had ever seen a weapon like this. Caesar narrows his eyes, intrigued.
Who are you?
From beyond, your time. The senators erupt in shouts, but Caesar silences them with one word.
This stranger is my guest.
You are led through marble corridors lined with statues and mosaics. Golden doors open into a lavish chamber. Silk-draped couches, hot meals steaming on bronze plates. That night, no one in the palace sleeps. The senators argue in circles, but Caesar ends the debate.
We shall wait and see what he brings us.
You stand by the window, staring at the Roman sky. A moment ago, you were in your bedroom. And now you are the guest of Caesar himself. At dawn, 2 guards open your door.
Caesar requests your presence.
You're taken to the palace courtyard. Dozens of legionaries line the walls. Caesar watches from atop the stone stairs, senators murmuring at his side. With a nod, Caesar signals you. A massive bronze shield is placed at the far end. You raise the pistol. One shot, the shield is punctured clean through. Legionaries recoil in terror. Some drop to their knees. Others rub their eyes, unable to believe. The senators' faces show both fear and awe. Caesar cannot hide his astonishment.
Train them. All of them.
Days pass in the courtyard. Legionaries line up to take turns. You teach them how to hold the weapon, how to aim, how to pull the trigger. At first, hands shake, ears ring, courage falters. But repetition builds confidence. Soon, shields are shattered, targets are struck dead center. Caesar watches silently, eyes sharp. The senators still whisper, doubt in their voices. But your bag holds more than pistols. One morning, you step into the courtyard with something small and round in your hand. The legionaries gather. Caesar narrows his gaze. This is called a grenade. You pull the pin and hurl it forward. Seconds later, dust and stone blast into the air. Soldiers cover their ears. Some stumble backward. The senators go pale. A few nearly collapse. Caesar rises from his seat, eyes fixed on the smoke.
What power is this?
You don't answer. Instead, you reveal more grenades from your bag, each larger than the last. The senators swallow hard. No one dares speak. The next day, training begins. You teach the legion how to pull the pin, count, and throw. At first, it goes smoothly. But then one soldier hesitates, clutching the grenade too long. You shout for him to throw, but too late. The explosion wounds several. Screams echo through the courtyard. The senators seize the moment.
See? This foreigner brings only ruin.
You rush to the injured. With basic first aid from your world, you stop the bleeding, tend to the wounded. For the first time, the soldiers look at you differently. Not only did you bring weapons, you brought healing. Caesar watches calmly, then speaks.
Training continues. Those who fail pay the price.
Weeks pass. The Legion now fires pistols and hurls grenades with grim efficiency, but you're not done. In the courtyard, before Caesar and the senators, you reveal a small device with spinning blades, a drone. Gasps ripple through the soldiers, some back away in fear. You lift the controller. The drone rises into the sky, buzzing like an angry god. Its camera projects the entire courtyard onto your screen. The senators stare, trembling.
No enemy shall ever hide again.
One mutters. Caesar leans forward, eyes glinting.
Good. Rome now sees all.
A week later, outside the city walls, the Legion assembles on the open field. Covered by tarps are machines the likes of which Rome has never imagined. With a signal, the covers are pulled back. Modern tanks gleam in the sun. Engines roar to life. The earth trembles. Horses panic. Legionaries stagger backward. The tanks crawl forward. Iron beasts on treads. One swivels its cannon, firing at a distant stone tower. The soldiers cry out. Some cheer, some pray. The senators grip their robes in terror. Caesar smiles for the first time. Soon the field is filled with chaos. Tanks grind forward. Drones hover above. Grenades are stacked in crates, and legionaries fire pistols with deadly accuracy. And then, you unveil something stranger still. Covered wagons roll forward. The tarps are removed, revealing 4x4 vehicles. You take the wheel, and in seconds you're driving across mud and rock, the machine bouncing but never faltering. The soldiers gape. Soon one of them climbs in, nervous, but within moments he laughs with exhilaration as the engine growls and wheels spin. Caesar nods in approval.
These are beasts of war. They are the future.
But as always, disaster follows. One tank loses control, crushing a tent. A 4x4 swerves, smashing into a wooden barrack. Soldiers panic. The senators seize the chaos.
Look! This stranger curses us with ruin.
But Caesar rises, voice cutting through the fear.
Let the cowards leave. Rome has no need for them. Only the fearless may wield such power.
That day, dozens of trembling soldiers are dismissed. Only the bold remain. On the war map, Caesar studies fortresses and mountain passes as you point with your finger. With these machines, your army crosses in days what once took weeks. Tanks in front, vehicles behind carrying supplies, drones above watching every enemy move. The senators exchange glances. Some still doubt. Others now see the scale of the plan. For the first time in history, Rome prepares not with horses and carts, but with steel, fire, and thunder. The morning of battle comes. Dark clouds loom as the Roman army marches. At the front, the thunder of the tanks. Above, the buzz of drones. Behind, vehicles hauling food, medicine, and bombs. On the walls of the enemy fortress, defenders ready their bows and spears. Their commander still believes iron swords can stop Rome. Caesar raises his hand. The tanks lift their cannons. Panic spreads. Arrows fall uselessly. Grenades explode against barricades. Soldiers in 4x4s roar forward, leaping from vehicles to storm the gates. Drones mark enemy gatherings. Seconds later, shells rain down. The fortress crumbles, flags fall, and Rome's eagle rises. But victory brings danger. Your status grows. Soldiers admire you. The people whisper of you. And Caesar grants you honor, rank, power. But in the shadows, senators conspire.
If this foreigner grows stronger, what becomes of us? What becomes of Caesar?
In the marble corridors, a plot is born. They gather swords and some, pistols stolen from training. At midnight, the heavy doors of the palace creak open. Whispers, footsteps, the plotters enter your chamber. But you are not defenseless. You have night vision goggles, weapons, armor. They rush in. Shots ring out. One hits your chest, but you do not fall. The conspirators freeze.
He bleeds not. He cannot die.
The guards arrive. The corridors of the palace erupt in chaos. Blood, fire, betrayal, and above it all, your voice. Subscribe now, and comment your ideas if you want the next chapter.